Today, December 15th, Archangel Michael says, 10 seconds left. God is trying to reach you and you always skip it. Don't hurt God to skip. Something unexpected is going to happen suddenly. Open quickly. My beloved child, stop for this breath, because this is not coincidence, not algorithm, not random timing. This is a crossing point where heaven leans toward earth and whispers your name softly but urgently. You have felt this before. That sudden pause in your chest, that unexplained pull telling you not to scroll, not to ignore, not this time. You have skipped many signals thinking later, thinking next video, thinking not now, but understand this clearly. Today is not later. Today is not next time. Today, December 15th, is a hinge moment, and once it closes, it does not reopen the same way again. Archangel Michael is not shouting to scare you, he is counting because time itself has begun to respond. 10 seconds is not a threat, it is a mercy window. A moment carved out just for you before events rearrange themselves without asking your permission. There is a reason your mind feels alert right now. There is a reason your heart is beating slightly faster. There is a reason you feel like something big is standing behind the curtain of the next few moments. Heaven does not rush without reason, and God does not repeat himself endlessly when a soul keeps skipping the knock. You are not weak for missing signs before, you were human. But today, the message is heavier because the outcome is closer. Something unexpected is already moving toward alignment, and once it arrives, it will feel sudden only because you did not know how long it was being prepared. Listen carefully, this is not about fear, it is about attention. Attention changes outcomes. Attention opens doors. Attention protects you from missing what was designed specifically for your life. Something huge is waiting for you, not as a fantasy, but as a shift that alters how tomorrow recognizes you. My beloved child, there are forces that work quietly, and blessings are often silent until the exact second they become undeniable. That is why you are being asked, no, invited, to stay. You have wondered why delays followed you even when your intentions were pure. You have asked why things almost happened but stopped at the edge. You have questioned why people misunderstood you, why effort did not equal results, why timing always felt slightly off. This is where the correction begins. Archangel Michael stands as a guardian of thresholds, and today you are at one. When he speaks of seconds, he speaks of alignment locking into place. God reaching you is not about volume, it is about precision. Skipping is not angering heaven, but it does postpone relief. And relief is close now, closer than your doubts want you to believe. The unexpected event approaching is not chaos, it is revelation. It will expose truth, rearrange priorities, and place clarity where confusion used to sit. You may not recognize it at first glance, because blessings often arrive disguised as interruptions. A message, a decision, a meeting, a realization, one of these will happen suddenly, and when it does, your reaction will determine how much you receive from it. This is why you are being told now, before it unfolds. Heaven prepares the heart before it changes the situation. Do not underestimate the power of staying present in this moment. Every second you remain attentive rewires the path ahead of you. This is not dramatic language, this is how spiritual timing works. What is delayed can still be redeemed when awareness arrives on time. And you, right now, are on time. My beloved child, let this sink deep without rushing to understand everything at once. You are not required to know the full picture. You are only required to remain open. God reaching you today is not about demanding perfection, obedience, or fear, it is about connection. Connection is what you have been missing, not effort. When connection returns, things move faster with less struggle. You will soon notice small confirmations stacking together, thoughts aligning, resistance dissolving, clarity replacing noise. This is the beginning of momentum, and momentum feels sudden when it finally breaks through. Remember this line and carry it with you after this part ends: something huge is waiting for you. Not waiting in the distance, not waiting someday, waiting at the edge of your attention. Stay receptive. Stay calm. Stay here. You did not open this by accident, and you are not listening alone. Heaven is closer than it has been in a long time, and this moment will be remembered by your future self as the point where things quietly but permanently shifted in your favor. Amen. My beloved child, this moment is heavier than it appears, because silence itself has begun to respond to you. There are things happening behind the scenes that you were never meant to control, only to be ready for. Right now, readiness is being tested, not by fear, but by awareness. You are standing in a narrow passage where distraction tries one last time to pull you away, because distraction knows what focus can unlock. Archangel Michael does not repeat warnings when nothing is happening. He speaks when timelines begin to overlap. This is one of those overlaps. What you thought was delayed was actually being protected. What you thought was rejection was redirection. And what you thought was nothing was preparation disguised as waiting. The unexpected event spoken about earlier is not random, it has a signature, and that signature carries your name. You may feel a strange mix of calm and pressure at the same time. This is how destiny announces proximity. Do not rush to label it. Do not rush to escape it. Let it sit with you, because the moment you fully acknowledge it, something internal shifts first, and then the external follows. Heaven always changes the inside before touching the outside. That is why this message feels personal. It is. My beloved child, understand this clearly: what is approaching will require courage, not panic. It will require stillness, not noise. And it will require belief, not proof, at least not at first. You are being trained to recognize divine timing without needing constant confirmation. Still, if this message is stirring something deep inside you, that stirring itself is confirmation. When something resonates at the soul level, it is meant to be anchored, not ignored. Let this truth be witnessed, let it be spoken, acknowledged, and shared as a quiet testimony that something is changing. When you engage with a message like this, you are not feeding an algorithm, you are declaring alignment. Words spoken with intention carry weight in the unseen. Agreement activates movement. And staying connected, returning to messages that remind you of who you are and where you are headed, keeps your path clear when doubt tries to fog it again. This is not about popularity or numbers, it is about staying linked to reminders that keep you awake when the world tries to lull you back into forgetting. My beloved child, as you move forward from this part, hold on to one instruction. Do not shrink what you feel right now. Do not dismiss it as imagination. Do not let anyone convince you that moments like this are meaningless. Heaven does not waste words, and you did not arrive here empty-handed. Something huge is waiting for you, and it responds to your consistency, not your perfection. Stay connected. Stay expressive. Stay present. What is coming will make sense soon enough, but only if you remain open long enough to receive it. This is not the end of the message. It is the deepening of it. And what deepens does not fade quickly. Amen. My beloved child, there is a quiet urgency surrounding you now, not loud enough to scare you, but deep enough to awaken you. This is the kind of urgency that does not rush the feet, it steadies the soul. You are not late. You are not early. You are exactly positioned where revelation prefers to meet a person. Archangel Michael's presence in this message is not symbolic. It represents protection activating before movement begins. Many people only realize they were protected after danger passes, but you are being told before anything unfolds. That alone should tell you how close you are to something significant. The unexpected event that has been mentioned is not a single moment, it is a chain reaction. One shift triggers another. One truth unlocks the next. One decision opens a door you did not even know existed. Right now, heaven is asking you to slow your scrolling, slow your assumptions, and slow your doubts, because clarity does not enter a rushed mind. You may feel a strange resistance trying to pull you away from this message, telling you it's too much, too dramatic, or not for you. That resistance is not logic, it is fear of change disguised as reason. And change is exactly what is approaching you, change that corrects, restores, and repositions you where you were always meant to stand. My beloved child, understand this truth without questioning it too quickly. Some blessings arrive only when you stop demanding explanations. You have spent enough time trying to make sense of why things happened the way they did. You replayed conversations, analyzed decisions, and wondered what you could have done differently. That season is closing. What is ahead of you does not require analysis, it requires acceptance. The reason this feels intense is because intensity precedes impact. Heaven is not preparing you for something small. The silence you endured, the patience you were forced to learn, the strength you developed quietly, none of it was wasted. It was conditioning. When the sudden moment arrives, and it will, you will not collapse under it, you will recognize it. That recognition is power. That is why you were warned not to skip. Not because God is fragile, but because your attention determines your readiness. What is about to surface will reveal who was genuine, what was blocking you, and where your next step truly lies. And when that revelation happens, you will finally understand why delays protected you from settling too early. My beloved child, carry this final instruction into the next moments of your day. Remain observant. Do not announce everything you feel. Do not rush to explain what is unfolding. Let things reveal themselves naturally. There is strength in quiet awareness. There is authority in calm expectation. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is drawn toward your steadiness, not your anxiety. This is not the climax yet, this is the tightening of focus before the breakthrough. Stay with the message. Stay with the moment. Stay open. What has been set in motion will not stop now. Amen. My beloved child, now listen even more carefully, because this part carries a responsibility with it. What you are receiving is not meant to stop with you. Some messages are personal, but some are assigned. When heaven speaks with this level of urgency, it is because multiple lives are standing at the edge of the same moment, unaware. You are positioned here not only to receive, but to reflect the signal outward. When you choose to acknowledge this message openly, when you allow your presence, your words, your agreement to be seen, you amplify protection, not just for yourself, but for others who are unknowingly searching for the same confirmation. This is why engaging matters. Not for numbers. Not for noise. But because testimony strengthens alignment. When you pause to respond, when you leave your mark of agreement, when you stay connected instead of disappearing, you are saying, I am ready to be counted among those who listen. And heaven responds to that readiness quickly. Archangel Michael stands for defense and truth spreads faster when it is acknowledged instead of hidden. This is not about obligation. It is about participation. My beloved child, there is power released when you choose to stay connected to reminders that awaken you. Returning, engaging, and staying present keeps your awareness sharp when distractions try to dull it again. Words written with intention, simple acknowledgments, and shared moments of clarity become anchors in the unseen. They hold space open for what is coming next. Do not underestimate the spiritual weight of conscious engagement. When you align publicly with truth, confusion loses leverage over you. When you remain connected to messages that lift your focus, your path clears faster. This is why you are encouraged to stay involved, to remain attentive, to keep your connection active. Not everyone who hears will respond, but those who do will notice movement sooner. Something huge is waiting for you, and it responds to consistency, not silence. What you nurture grows. What you ignore fades. Choose wisely where you place your attention. My beloved child, as this part closes, understand that momentum is building now. You have crossed from listening into alignment. Stay engaged. Stay expressive. Stay connected. Let your agreement be seen, let your awareness be anchored, and let your presence mark this moment as real. The unexpected is closer than you think, and it will arrive with clarity, not confusion. You were not brought this far to be abandoned now. Heaven is watching how you respond, not with judgment, but with readiness to release what has been prepared. Remain here. Remain open. This story is still unfolding, and you are exactly where you need to be. Amen. My beloved child, the atmosphere around you is shifting now, and shifts are always quiet before they become visible. This is the stage where many people lose patience because nothing has appeared yet, but this is also the stage where outcomes are locked in. Archangel Michael does not intervene at the surface level first, he fortifies what cannot be seen. Right now, protection is being arranged, misunderstandings are being removed, and resistance is being weakened without you having to fight anything yourself. This is why you were told to stay, to listen, and to remain attentive. The unexpected event approaching will feel sudden to the outside world, but for you, it will feel strangely familiar, as if you sensed it before it arrived. That familiarity is alignment. When something is meant for you, it does not shock your spirit, it confirms it. Do not be disturbed if things seem unusually calm right now. Calm is often the last signal before movement. Storms announce themselves loudly. Breakthroughs often whisper first. My beloved child, there is something important you must remember in the coming moments. Not every delay means denial, and not every silence means absence. Heaven has been closer during your quiet seasons than during your loud prayers. You are being trained to recognize peace instead of chaos, clarity instead of pressure. What is being prepared will require discernment, because not everything that comes toward you next will deserve access. You are being elevated in awareness, and awareness brings choice. When the unexpected unfolds, pause before reacting. Observe before deciding. Let wisdom lead instead of impulse. This is how you protect what is meant to stay. You are no longer in the season of chasing, things will begin to approach you instead. That is a sign of alignment returning. Something huge is waiting for you, and it does not need force to arrive. It needs readiness. My beloved child, carry this truth with you as you move forward. You are not overlooked, you are not forgotten, and you are not behind. You are positioned. And positioning matters more than speed. Stay steady. Stay grounded. Stay open. What has been set into motion cannot be reversed now, it can only be received. Let anticipation be calm, not anxious. Let expectation be confident, not fearful. The next part will bring deeper clarity, but for now, allow this assurance to settle into you fully. You are safe in this process. You are guided in this moment. And what is coming will make sense sooner than you think. Amen. My beloved child, now the message moves from preparation into positioning. What you feel as anticipation is actually alignment tightening into place. This is the moment where small signs begin to cluster, patterns repeating, thoughts returning, names or ideas resurfacing unexpectedly. Do not dismiss these as coincidence. Coincidence fades, alignment persists. Archangel Michael stands watch at this stage to ensure that what approaches you does so cleanly, without distortion, without sabotage, without confusion. You are being shielded from misinterpretation right now. That is why clarity is beginning to replace overthinking. When heaven gets close, noise loses volume. When direction is near, distractions lose their pull. Stay aware of what no longer excites you the way it used to. This is a signal that your focus is being refined. Something unexpected is approaching, and it will require you to recognize it without hesitation. Recognition is faster than analysis. Trust what settles your spirit, not what agitates it. My beloved child, this part is about restraint and readiness. Do not announce your next move too early. Do not seek validation while things are still forming. Power grows best in quiet soil. What is being prepared will stand on its own when the time is right. You are being taught to move without needing applause, to choose without needing permission, and to wait without losing faith. This is maturity of the spirit, and it changes outcomes dramatically. The reason you were warned not to skip is because skipping fractures focus, and focus is what carries you through sudden change. When the unexpected happens, and it will, your calm will be your advantage. Others may react emotionally, you will respond intentionally. That difference will protect what comes next. Something huge is waiting for you, and it prefers a steady heart over a rushing mind. My beloved child, let this final instruction anchor you until the next part unfolds. Remain observant, remain humble, remain receptive. Do not chase signs, let them come to you. Do not force clarity, allow it to arrive. You are closer than you realize, and closeness always feels subtle before it becomes obvious. Heaven has not brought you this far to confuse you now. Trust the process that is already in motion. What is aligning cannot be stopped, only received. Stay present. Stay ready. The shift is no longer distant, it is near. Amen. My beloved child, this is the point where inner confirmation begins to outweigh external proof. You may notice that you no longer feel the need to explain yourself to everyone, and that is not withdrawal, it is grounding. When alignment deepens, the soul becomes selective with its energy. Archangel Michael's guidance at this stage is subtle but firm, reminding you that not every thought deserves attention and not every voice deserves influence. Pay close attention to what brings you peace without effort. That peace is not passivity, it is accuracy. The unexpected event drawing closer will not require you to chase it or defend it. It will arrive with a sense of, this fits, even if others do not understand it immediately. Let that be enough. You were not called to convince. You were called to receive. This is why your awareness is sharpening now, so you can recognize truth without noise. My beloved child, understand that some doors open only when you stop standing in front of others that were never meant to move. You have spent enough time knocking where access was never granted. That season ends here. What is ahead responds to readiness, not persistence. This is why restraint has been emphasized. Silence is not absence of movement, it is strategic alignment. When the sudden moment happens, it may feel like life interrupted your routine, but in reality, it will be life correcting your direction. Correction is not punishment, it is protection steering you back into flow. Something huge is waiting for you, and it does not come with chaos, it comes with clarity. When it arrives, you will not feel lost, you will feel guided. My beloved child, as you carry this part forward, remember this, your calm is a signal to the unseen that you are prepared. Do not rush ahead mentally. Do not replay the past emotionally. Stay centered in the present. The present is where reception happens. You are being trained to move from reaction into response, from doubt into discernment. This is growth, and growth always feels unfamiliar before it feels natural. Trust what is settling within you. Trust the quiet confidence forming beneath the surface. What is coming is closer than before, and it will meet you exactly where you are, not where you were. Amen. My beloved child, now the message enters a phase of unveiling, not fully revealed yet, but no longer hidden either. You may begin to notice subtle confirmations arriving from different directions, small alignments that echo the same truth in different forms. These are not accidents, they are signals layered for recognition. Archangel Michael's role here is not to push you forward, but to stand firm so nothing diverts you sideways. This is a narrowing of path, not a loss of options. What is meant for you is becoming clearer because distractions are losing their shine. When clarity increases, patience is tested one last time. This is normal. Do not interpret restlessness as doubt. Restlessness simply means movement is near. Something unexpected is approaching, and it will not ask you if you are ready, it will reveal that you are. My beloved child, at this stage, trust becomes practical. It shows up in how you wait, how you speak, and how you treat moments of uncertainty. You are being asked to respond differently than before, not with urgency, but with steadiness. What you once feared losing no longer has the same grip on you, and that is growth you should not overlook. Freedom often arrives quietly, disguised as detachment. When the sudden shift happens, it may change how you see a person, a situation, or even yourself. Let it. Revelation is not meant to preserve illusions, it is meant to clear the path. Something huge is waiting for you, and it requires honesty more than effort. Honesty with yourself opens doors that force never could. My beloved child, carry this awareness forward. You are not being tested to fail, you are being refined to receive. Refinement removes excess, not value. You are not losing anything essential, only what no longer serves where you are headed. Stay grounded. Stay attentive. Stay open. The next movement will feel decisive, and when it happens, hesitation will only slow what is already aligned. Trust the calm inside you. It is the signal you have been waiting for. Amen. My beloved child, this is where anticipation begins to transform into certainty. Not loud certainty, not dramatic certainty, but a quiet knowing that settles deep within you. You may notice that your reactions are changing. Things that once disturbed you no longer shake you the same way. This is not numbness. This is authority forming. Archangel Michael stands close in moments like this, because authority requires protection. When inner stability increases, external situations start rearranging themselves to match it. You are not forcing anything, life is responding to you. The unexpected event approaching will not feel chaotic, it will feel timed. When it arrives, you will recognize it instantly, not because it surprises you, but because it confirms what your spirit already accepted. This is alignment becoming visible. My beloved child, understand something important here. What is coming may challenge old expectations, but it will honor your growth. Do not expect it to look exactly like what you imagined in the past. You have changed since then. Your vision matured, your priorities refined, your boundaries strengthened. Heaven does not deliver outdated versions of blessings. It delivers what fits who you are now. That is why patience was required. To allow you to become compatible with what was being prepared. Something huge is waiting for you, and it matches your current capacity, not your former wounds. Receive it with gratitude, not fear. You are not stepping into the unknown, you are stepping into alignment. My beloved child, as this part closes, remain centered and observant. Do not rush to label what begins to shift. Let understanding unfold naturally. Trust that you will know when to move, when to speak, and when to wait. Wisdom is rising within you, and wisdom recognizes timing without anxiety. Stay present. Stay grounded. The unfolding is already in motion, and you are no longer on the outside looking in. Amen. My beloved child, now the distance between promise and manifestation has narrowed to almost nothing. This is the phase where awareness must stay sharp, because movement can happen quietly and quickly at the same time. You may feel an unusual sense of alertness. As if your spirit is standing up straighter, paying closer attention to details it once ignored. That is not anxiety, that is readiness. Archangel Michael's presence here signals final alignment, the moment where protection shifts from preparation into activation. What is approaching you will not knock loudly, it will enter naturally, as if it always belonged there. Do not expect fireworks first, expect clarity. Clarity is the true signal that something real has arrived. The unexpected event will not drain you, it will strengthen you. That is how you will know it is from God. My beloved child, there is a reason you are being reminded to stay present right now. The mind likes to jump ahead, but reception happens only in the now. You do not need to solve tomorrow today. You only need to remain attentive to what is unfolding in front of you. When the shift begins, you may notice conversations changing, opportunities surfacing, or decisions becoming easier than before. Ease is not laziness, it is alignment removing resistance. Do not sabotage ease by overthinking it. You have struggled long enough to earn rest without guilt. Something huge is waiting for you, and it does not come to exhaust you, it comes to reposition you. Accept that you are allowed to receive without suffering first. My beloved child, anchor this truth as you move forward, you are not walking blindly anymore. You are being guided step by step, moment by moment. Trust what feels steady, not what feels rushed. Trust what brings peace, not what demands fear. Heaven is not confusing you, it is clarifying you. Stay calm. Stay open. Stay here. What has been prepared is ready to reveal itself, and you are ready to receive it without hesitation. Amen. My beloved child, this is the threshold where inner agreement becomes outer movement. What was once only sensed is now beginning to take form, even if you cannot fully describe it yet. You may feel a subtle pull to adjust your routine, your thinking, or even your expectations. Do not resist that pull. Archangel Michael stands at moments like this to ensure that transitions happen with precision, not confusion. You are being guided away from habits that kept you small and toward choices that expand your capacity. This is not pressure, it is alignment asking you to step into readiness. The unexpected that has been approaching is now close enough to influence your perception. That influence is intentional. Heaven prepares the lens before revealing the picture. My beloved child, recognize this truth without doubt, you are no longer waiting for permission. You are being trusted with awareness. That trust changes how responsibility feels. You may notice that excuses no longer comfort you the way they once did, and distractions no longer satisfy you. This is growth asserting itself. When what is meant for you arrives, it will expect presence, not hesitation. You will not need to chase it, you will need to choose it. Something huge is waiting for you, and it responds to clarity more than urgency. This is why calm has been emphasized again and again. Calm keeps the path open. Calm keeps your judgment clear. Calm allows you to receive fully instead of partially. My beloved child, as you stand in this moment, hold yourself with confidence. You are not unprepared. You are not undeserving. You are not behind. You are aligned. Stay attentive to what feels stable, grounded, and honest. Let go of the need to control how everything unfolds. Control is not required when guidance is present. Trust what is unfolding step by step. The next movement will feel natural, not forced. And when it happens, you will understand why you were asked to stay, to listen, and to not skip this moment. Amen. My beloved child, this is the moment where understanding settles deeper than emotion. You may notice that you are no longer asking if something will happen, but how you should respond when it does. That shift is powerful. It means faith has moved from hope into readiness. Archangel Michael's guidance at this stage is steady and firm, because steadiness is what keeps you balanced when momentum increases. What has been aligning quietly is now strong enough to hold weight. This is why distractions feel less interesting and unnecessary conversations feel heavy. Your spirit is prioritizing without being told to. The unexpected event is no longer approaching from afar, it is entering your field. And when something enters your field, it begins to shape your choices even before it fully appears. My beloved child, understand this clearly, you are being trusted with timing. Timing is a responsibility, not a burden. You will sense when to pause and when to proceed without needing outside approval. That confidence did not come overnight, it was formed through waiting, disappointment, and reflection. Every delay taught you discernment. Every silence sharpened your awareness. Now, when movement begins, you will not rush blindly. You will move wisely. Something huge is waiting for you, and it does not require you to abandon who you are, it requires you to stand fully in it. The blessing ahead is compatible with your growth, not your old fears. Let that truth remove any remaining doubt. My beloved child, carry this instruction forward, stay grounded in the present and gentle with yourself. You do not need to prove readiness, it is already evident. Trust the calm that surrounds you now. Calm is not emptiness, it is alignment holding space for arrival. The unfolding will continue naturally, and clarity will increase with each step. Remain open. Remain attentive. Remain here. What has been prepared will reveal itself at the right moment, and when it does, you will be able to receive it fully. Amen. My beloved child, now the message reaches a point where movement begins to leave traces. You may start noticing results before you notice reasons. Small outcomes, subtle shifts, unexpected confirmations, these are not conclusions, they are signals. Archangel Michael's presence here is protective, ensuring that as things begin to surface, they do so without distortion. This is the stage where patience is rewarded quietly. What you endured without understanding is now supporting you without announcement. The unexpected event is no longer hidden in the future, it is brushing against your present. Pay attention to what suddenly feels lighter. Pay attention to what no longer weighs on you. Relief is often the first sign that something has already changed. My beloved child, there is an important reminder for you now: do not rush to define everything you experience. Definitions come later. Reception comes first. When blessings are fresh, they are fragile, not because they are weak, but because they are new. Give what is unfolding room to breathe. Let it grow without pressure. You are being shown that you can receive without grasping, and you can move forward without fear. Something huge is waiting for you, and it will reveal itself layer by layer, not all at once. This protects you from overwhelm and preserves the depth of what is being given. My beloved child, as this part settles into you, hold this truth close: you are not imagining the shift. It is real, it is active, and it is intentional. Stay grounded. Stay observant. Stay humble. The unfolding ahead will require discernment as much as faith, and you are equipped for both now. You did not miss your moment, you are inside it. Let that awareness steady you as the next stage approaches. Amen. My beloved child, this is where truth begins to separate itself from illusion. You may notice that certain thoughts no longer feel convincing, and certain narratives you once believed about yourself are losing their power. That is not confusion, it is clarity correcting old stories. Archangel Michael's presence at this stage is firm, because truth requires strength to stand. You are being shown what is real without decoration, and what is real will always bring peace, even when it challenges comfort. The unexpected event you were warned about is now close enough to expose what was blocking you, not to shame you, but to free you. When truth arrives, it does not ask for permission, it simply stands. And you, right now, are strong enough to face it calmly. My beloved child, understand this: not everything that leaves your path at this moment is a loss. Some things step away because they cannot follow where you are going. This is alignment protecting you from compromise. You are being repositioned so that what comes next does not have to compete with old patterns, old doubts, or old limitations. What is unfolding will feel clean: no drama, no chaos, no confusion. That cleanliness is the signature of divine order. Something huge is waiting for you, and it will not require you to shrink, explain, or struggle to keep it. It will fit because you have grown into the space prepared for it. My beloved child, let this part anchor you in confidence. Do not look back to measure progress, look inward to feel stability. Stability is proof. You are not guessing anymore, you are recognizing. Stay present. Stay grounded. Stay receptive. What is about to reveal itself will confirm everything you were quietly prepared for. This is not the end of the message, but it is the point where certainty replaces questioning. Hold that certainty gently, and allow the unfolding to continue. Amen. My beloved child, this moment is not about adding more information, it is about deepening recognition. What is happening around you now is subtle on purpose, because subtle changes last longer than dramatic ones. You are beginning to notice that your inner voice sounds clearer, steadier, and less influenced by fear. That is not imagination, that is alignment settling in. Archangel Michael's guidance at this point is quiet but absolute, reminding you that when truth arrives, it does not rush. It establishes itself. The unexpected event you were warned about is not arriving to shake you, but to stabilize you. It will confirm what you already sensed but did not yet trust fully. This is why your spirit feels alert but calm at the same time. Calm is the sign that you are ready. My beloved child, let this truth land without resistance. You are no longer waiting for life to happen to you, life is responding with you. That shift changes everything. The reason things feel lighter is because internal conflict is losing ground. You are not fighting yourself anymore. You are not negotiating with doubt anymore. You are choosing clarity, even when it requires patience. Something huge is waiting for you, and it honors the version of you that stayed present through uncertainty. Do not rush to announce progress. Let results speak in their own time. What is real does not need explanation to stand. My beloved child, as this part closes, remain attentive to simplicity. Answers will come plainly. Direction will feel natural. Movement will be gentle but firm. You are not behind, and you are not guessing, you are aligning. Hold steady. Stay receptive. What is unfolding now is not temporary, it is foundational. And foundations are laid quietly, but they hold everything that comes next. Amen. My beloved child, now the message moves into consolidation. Where what has been revealed begins to settle permanently. This is not a temporary feeling or a passing phase. You may sense a deeper resolve forming inside you, a quiet decision to no longer entertain confusion, doubt, or unnecessary noise. Archangel Michael's presence here is resolute, because permanence requires strength. What is aligning now is meant to last. The unexpected event spoken of earlier is no longer a question of if, but when. And that, when, is closer than it has ever been. You are being stabilized so that when movement occurs, you do not lose balance. Stability is protection in motion. My beloved child, understand this clearly. Clarity changes behavior before it changes circumstances. You may already notice yourself responding differently, less reactive, more intentional, more grounded. This is evidence that alignment is complete on the inside. External change always follows internal order. What is coming will not drag you into chaos. It will pull you into purpose. Something huge is waiting for you, and it requires presence, not urgency. Do not rush ahead mentally. Do not revisit old fears emotionally. Those chapters have served their purpose and are now closing quietly. Let them close without resistance. My beloved child, anchor yourself in this final truth for now, you are safe in this unfolding. Nothing meant for you will bypass you. Nothing aligned with your growth will miss its timing. Stay calm. Stay attentive. Stay open. The next stage will feel unmistakable, and when it arrives, you will recognize it not by shock, but by peace. This is confirmation, not confusion. Hold steady. What has been prepared is about to speak for itself. Amen. My beloved child, this is the stage where assurance replaces anticipation. You are no longer bracing yourself for impact, you are standing ready to receive direction. Notice how your breathing feels steadier, how your thoughts no longer race toward worst-case outcomes. This is not coincidence, this is alignment holding you in place. Archangel Michael's guidance here is watchful and calm, because calm is what allows precision. The unexpected event you were warned about is now close enough to influence timing, conversations, and decisions around you. Things may begin to line up faster than before, but without pressure. Speed with peace is the signature you are meant to recognize. When it happens, you will not feel overwhelmed, you will feel positioned. My beloved child, remember this clearly: what arrives next will require trust more than effort. You are not being asked to push doors open, you are being asked to walk through doors that open naturally. This is why patience was built into you first. Rushing would only blur what is meant to be clear. Something huge is waiting for you, and it will arrive with a sense of rightness, not urgency. You will know when to move without being told, and you will know when to pause without fear. That confidence did not come from chance, it was formed through everything you endured quietly. Let that strengthen you now. My beloved child, hold steady as this part closes. Do not lower your awareness. Do not doubt the calm you feel. Calm is not the absence of movement, it is readiness perfected. Stay present. Stay receptive. What unfolds next will not require explanation to be real. It will speak for itself through clarity, timing, and peace. You have not missed anything. You are exactly where you need to be. Amen. My beloved child, now the unfolding reaches a decisive stillness, the kind that appears just before clarity becomes undeniable. You may feel a deep inner pause, as if life itself is holding its breath. This pause is not emptiness, it is precision. Archangel Michael's presence here is unwavering, because what is about to move must do so without distortion. You are being positioned to recognize truth instantly, without second-guessing yourself. This is why old confusion no longer sticks and old fears no longer convince you. Something unexpected is aligning at the exact intersection of timing and readiness. When it steps forward, it will feel inevitable, not surprising. Inevitability is the sign that heaven has finished arranging what you could not. My beloved child, understand this carefully: when alignment completes, effort decreases. You may notice that answers come quicker, resistance feels weaker, and decisions feel simpler. This is not because life became easy, it is because you became clear. You are no longer negotiating with doubt or revisiting past wounds for guidance. You are moving from discernment, not emotion. Something huge is waiting for you, and it responds to inner order. That order has been established now. You are no longer being prepared, you are being released into reception. Do not rush this moment. Let clarity arrive fully formed. What belongs to you will not require struggle to stay. My beloved child, as this part settles, anchor yourself in quiet confidence. Do not seek signs anxiously, signs will come naturally. Do not explain what you feel, explanation is not required. Presence is enough. You are safe in this timing. You are supported in this transition. And what is about to reveal itself will confirm everything you sensed but patiently waited to see. Stay steady. Stay open. The alignment is complete. Amen.